Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a Let's Play session of 2NL, part of the Bankroll challenge. It's approximately 30 minutes of me playing 4 tables of 2NL 6 max. Let me know what you think, if it's okay with the 4 tables rather than the 3 tables. I prefer playing 4 over 3. More action, obviously, and there's less downtime where I'm not taking part in hands and not talking. However, I am aware that with me using an ultra-wide monitor, it doesn't fill the screen very well, and then when you're watching it back on your phone, sometimes it's not super clear. So let me know what your preference is, 3 tables or 4 tables, and I'll go with what you guys want. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and any questions, drop them in the comments down below, and like and share and all that usual stuff. And thank you very much as always for watching. Hope you've all had a good Christmas, and I'll catch you in the next one. This 8-6 suited will be calling. This guy's really deep and playing fairly wide. This one will be folding. And we flop absolutely nothing, so pretty straightforward check and fold. If this was clubs rather than spades, we can consider a check raise, but as it stands we don't have anything, and I think if we go for a third pot bet after it's checked to us, we'll fold out his 5-6 of hearts, 6-7 of hearts, and we'll just fold that now. This ace queen off, we're going to bump it up to 12. And this I don't mind ISO, and this guy's playing half the deck again, so we'll bump this up to 4. It's not the greatest hand in the world, but I do not want to limp along with it. And in position, we'll go for a half pot C bet to try and take it down. We will not continue any further if we do get called. And this, even though this guy's fairly wide, and we would have position on him, I'm just going to make a fairly tight fold against his opening range. We don't know if he's opening or limping in with all sorts, why is VPIP so high, and then opening to 3x with decent hands. So until I find out what he's doing, I'm just going to fold. So this guy's fairly tight. We'll see how many hands he's played. 43 is pretty tight. Would have been a little bit of a decision with what to do with ace jack off if he'd opened. This guy's playing any 2, so and with the ace of spades, we're just going to go for a half potter in position, and I'm going to go for an overbet on this turn. With him donking out, I don't ever see him folding a flush, so there's no point in raising. We'll just try and hit it, and we do, and then if he donks into us again, we'll be jamming. I think I'm going to go for quite a large bet here. I don't think the flush is ever folding. Do we raise there on the turn when he donks into us? I'm not convinced somebody playing 2/3 of the deck is gonna fold, and then we're sort of putting ourselves in a difficult spot in the river if we don't hit our spade because he's not folding. And this ace queen suited will be bumping that up to 5, and 10-9 offsuit will open as well. Not a bad flop. 7/8's obviously got there. I think if we go half pot, he's gonna let us know if he's got that. The speed he's called there, putting him on some sort of drawn hand. He hasn't even contemplated raising there, so I think anything with an 8 in it we'll probably call a pot size bet. 9/8 type hands, 10/8 type hands. Let's see what he does here. I think we jam. We do block some clubs. He can have 2 pair type hands, but that size bet. We might be value owning ourselves here, but I think we just go for it. Unfortunately, he folds, so I'm guessing he was bluffing. This guy, I'm just gonna flat this one. He's played not a lot of hands. We don't know much about him. I'm just gonna flat and then fold. We haven't hit. Half pot C bet. Do we call one? I think I'm just gonna make a tight fold. I think to a half pot. If it was third pot, I would have called. But we'll just fold, and we'll be calling that jam. No, thank you. I want to run it twice. Imagine my surprise. And this we will bump up to 8. We'll be calling that off again as well. Hopefully get there this time. If he calls, I'm going to jam my full stack in. Same again, if this guy calls as well, I'm going to jam my full stack in. Five three will win this. Marvellous. It's a bit disappointing to lose 2 flips. You see the standard of play when he's calling a 20 big blind jam with 5-3 suited. I'm just going to go for a small bet here just to try and take it down. Again, will not be bothering any further if he calls. This I'm going to 3-bet against this guy because he's playing half the deck. Do we just call now he's jammed? I'm just going to call. We should have the best hand here. And I think small bet again. Keep King X in. I think King Queen would have raised. We blocked Jack 10. Worst Ace X. Now we've hit the straight. He may have King Jack, Queen Jack as well. So we could quite possibly be chopping here, but we'll just be jamming it in. Hopefully he's 2 pair calls. He's King 10, Ace 10, Queen 10, King Jack. Shock horror. We'll just start tagging some of these players while we are not in any hands. How many hands has this guy played? 21. He's playing half the deck. We'll open the King Jack off. This multi-way I'm going to call King 8 suited. This guy is very, very loose, so I don't mind calling. We'll see what develops. This one here, out of position against 2. In fact, I'm just going to put a small bet out at 7 to let us know what's going on. Pretty sure a 7 would have raised. He could have a worse king. And I think we put him all in on the river, hoping to get a call from a worse king. Thought 7 would have let us know, really, but well played, that guy. Really ran really well on this table. It's going great. And we'll bump this up to 5. And just out of position, we'll check. I think with him checking back, if we go half pot, we'll get most of his ace high crap to fold. And this one, I'm actually going to bet small on the A side board. We've got some backdoor stuff going on. And I'm going to go for an overbet on this turn. Trying to get his 9x to fold, his 5x to fold. If we hit runner and spade on the river, we'd have been jamming that river as well. This one here, pocket twos, we're going to call here as there's a small raise, a call, multi-way. We'll try and set mine, is the plan. We don't get, so we'll be giving up. A small bet on a super connected board, I'm just going to fold, give up with that. And we'll be calling this against this guy. And we're going to bump this up to 5x as well. Now he's ISO'd. We're going to have position on this player in the small blind, so I'm actually going to call. And we'll see what happens. I think we're probably ahead of his range after he checks. I'm going to go for a half pot here. And see where we are. Take it down. And this one I'm going to raise as a bluff. And out of position with this, we'll just be checking and giving up, more than likely. Yeah, we'll just fold. We've got nothing going on there. Get out of that one. Fold that one, fold that one. Great for us. I'm actually, as we're piggy in the middle here, normally I'd check raise, but I'm just going to bet quite large. We unblock top pair. 7-8 type hands are going to call us, and we do block some clubs with us having the 9 of clubs, but I'm just going to lead out. There's plenty can call us. Jack 10 type hands. It's blank. I think I like a pot size bet. And hopefully he's got a queen. Not queen 6. Just a 9. Fabulous. It's a good demonstration of not needing to bluff there, really. I would have expected a queen to snap us off there, but for just a 9 there to snap us off the speed, he snapped us off without even thinking about it. There you go. If you think you can't get called by such and such at this stake because you've studied some GDO, that'll just prove you wrong. Even him calling that 9 whatever offsuit in the big blind pre-flop was just terrible. And the turn when we absolutely bomb it was not very good either when he's called that. Must have thought we had a misdraw. The king 10 off, I would have ISO'd against this Gadget limping in, but as we've got a raise now, I'm just going to fold it in a small blind. It's not a terrible hand against a big blind open. I don't mind using it as a 3-bet. But from a little bit further down, this guy doesn't seem too out of line with a 23% VPIP. This geezer, not good. Just without a second thought, yes, I'll call. I'll play for another 5 minutes. So this session's more of a let's play really, and then I'll upload it. I think we're probably only up maybe $1.50 because we've probably lost a buy-in on this table with losing the all-ins, the broken stack all-ins at the start of the session. So I don't think we're up as much as it looks like. In fact, I know we're not. We're nowhere near up as much as it looks like. 3-2 suited. If we get chance, we'll open. It's right at the bottom end of our opening range. Against this guy, we're just going to fold. He's not getting too out of line. And the 5-4, we will call regardless of who opens from where. This suited ace, multi-way, I don't mind calling at all. If hopefully we'll get lucky. And we've hit top. And not really sure what to do with this one now. I think I'm actually going to fold. Champion. It's quite a small bet as well. Maybe should have called. I wasn't too sure what to do with that one. I suppose he's got such a wide opening range that we can be massively ahead. And then we weren't ahead on the flop. Unfortunately, we folded when we maybe were priced into call there. I'm not too sure about that one. I might have to have a look at that one later. I think we probably made the wrong decision there, price-wise. Thought he might have been on, or one of them at least, would have been on a club draw. Never mind. Can't win them all. Can't. If I was making all of the decisions right all the time, I'd be playing 100 now. So the pocket sixes will be calling. Unless he squeezes. And really bad flop. This guy's really tight. So I'm just going to fold this. He's barely played a hand. Suited would have called. I do prefer 3-bet fold. But looking at his stats, I'm just not going to get involved with that. It's going to get us in a bit of trouble. Against a really tight range, really tight range. And this, I'm going to fold. King Jack we would have called. Queen Jack I'm just going to fold. Out of position, multi-way. Oh, against one opponent I should say. We'll just check and give up. This guy is first hand and he's 3-bet us. I'm actually going to fold this. I don't know anything about him. And out of position, I fancy a check raise with this one on table 1. I'm actually going to bump this up to 14. And I'm going to open this king 6 suited. And then I'm going to continue on the turn and give up river. I don't think we need to go massive. I'm just going to go half pot. And we've hit the nutter butters. A straight. No, it's not a straight flush, it's just a flush. We're all in. Hopefully he doesn't have the ace high flush. Ace 3 bet us again. I'm going to fold again. And this guy is very unlikely he's had 2 better hands than us twice in a row. So we'll keep an eye on that. Where's he from? Lunatic Central. We'll play 2 more minutes and then that'll be me wrapping up. Then tiny profit in the half an hour or so, 25 minutes we've played. We've not made much. It's better than loss. I'll open the pocket 5s. I normally don't open 5s, I normally open 6s, but this guy's fairly tight. We just don't want this guy jamming. Out of position, I'm just going to check. And I don't ever see him checking a queen back, so I'm going to go for pot size bet. That makes no sense. We're just going to fold against aggression. He's basically saying he's got pocket 10s or 8-10. We'll just fold. He looks like a button clicker, so we may have had the best hand anyway there. Against it, if we get another hand in the next minute or so before I turn this off, we'll just check jam against this guy when we've got a decent hand. Because I think he's a bit of an idiot. This I'm just going to call multi-way. It's not the greatest ace in the world, and we're basically just trying to flop a flush or 2 pair. Large bet. I'm actually going to fold against that size. And this we're going to bump up to 14. Oh, pocket 10s. I'll limp along with that. Seeing as though we're just about done. 2 pair, we'll be check raising this one. I think ace X against these players here, if either of them have got an ace, they're never ever folding. That is a really bad turn card. I'm going to bet out small. If someone's got an ace, we're going to find out about it pretty quick. And I'm just going to go small bet again. I'm going to call this. In fact, I'm just going to fold. the time it took him to make a decision on that flop, he probably did have an ace. This we're gonna ISO bump up. This we're gonna go half pot in position. This we're gonna fold. We've got a good shot here. And 2 overs. And this is gonna see us close this table down. And this one I'm going to pop a small bet out. This guy's super tight as well, so we're not going to mess around too much with him. Just look to take it down. This we will check call. I think I like a check call again. We picked up a little bit of equity with a good shot. So Jack, obviously Jack X will bet here. I don't ever see a queen checking back. And diamonds. This guy has barely 3 bets, so I'm not going to 4 bet. I'm just going to call. Completely miss again. Check. And this I'm going to call. He's 10x. 9-10 hands we beat. He's missed diamonds we beat. We are beaten by Jack X. King 10 we block. I'm going to call this. He had King Jack. Fair play to him. So this one's gone. Check, check, check. I'm going to call this as well. Pocket Jacks. Pocket Aces. Fair enough. I thought we might have been chopping there with Ace King. Or maybe ahead of Ace Queen. And that shall see us through. I don't think we are up now with those 2 calls on the river.